For portfolio managers and traders, the key to predicting future market behavior, like identifying momentum in a stock, is hidden within the patterns of the past. The challenge is analyzing massive volumes of historical data to find that genuine edge. This is where technical indicators become essential analytical tools. But analyzing dozens of indicators across years of data isn't easy. It presents some major data engineering hurdles. Engineers often spend their time wrestling with massive data sets, writing complex code for each indicator, and managing brittle and slow data pipelines. This is where a platform like Snowflake really shines. It's built to handle the scale and complexity, allowing us to simplify pipelines with dynamic tables, perform massive calculations with its powerful SQL engine, and use dedicated compute that we can scale on demand. Today we will focus on one key indicator, VWAP, the volume weighted average price, to demonstrate how we solve these challenges. By looking at historical VWAP, a portfolio manager can understand the true price where institutional money was most active. This is the architecture we will be building. It is a clean, automated pipeline that flows from raw data to final analysis, all managed by Snowflake. Let's build it step by step. Every great analysis starts with great data. Now, instead of requiring complex connections to an external market data API, we are going to generate a rich historical data set right here in the node. This Python procedure uses financial model called geometric Brownian motion to create years of realistic minute by minute data for Apple's stock. This approach keeps the demo entirely self-contained, providing the perfect sandbox to explore dynamic tables and VWAP with high-quality simulated data set. The procedure then loads this raw data as JSON into our staging table. This table acts as the critical upstream source for our entire automated pipeline. Now let's build our first dynamic table, which will read directly from this upstream source. Look at the syntax, create or replace dynamic table. We simply define the final state of our data using SQL and set a target lag to control the freshness of that data. We write a simple select statement using lateral flatten to unpack the JSON array into individual rows. That's it. Our first pipeline step is done. We then chain these tables together. The second dynamic table creates 20-minute volume weighted average price aggregates. And the final calculates the cumulative volume weighted average price across the entire historical range using SQL window functions. What used to be a series of complex schedule job is now a single self-managing data flow. Snowflake also makes it incredibly easy to manage this pipeline. We can instantly check the data freshness and refresh history to ensure our historical data set is accurate and ready for analysis. Now that our automated engine has prepared the historical data, we can move to the most important step, analysis. Using a Streamlit dashboard built directly inside this notebook, a portfolio manager can now interact with years of data. Here is where strategy comes to life. The red line represents the cumulative volume weighted average price. Think of it as the long-term value baseline for Apple over this period. The more volatile blue line is the intermediate volume weighted average price, showing a short-term market sentiment. A portfolio manager can immediately see this bullish period where short-term VWAP consistently stayed above the long-term baseline. This is a powerful historical signal of strong buying pressure and market conviction. Conversely, when the blue line dips below the red, like here in September, it signals a period of selling pressure. Analyzing these historical patterns is crucial for validating an investment thesis and making smarter decisions about future trades. What we have built here is more than just a data pipeline. It is an analytical engine. We have automated the complex task of preparing massive historical data sets, allowing traders and portfolio managers to do what they do best: analyze the past to make smarter decisions about the future. Being able to reliably process and analyze years of data is the key to a strategic advantage in trading. With Snowflake and Dynamic Tables, that power is no longer locked behind complex engineering. It is right at your fingertips. Thank you.